Jeremy Bash into this conversation. Jeremy, can you pick up on what Peter's talking about sort of the multi-dimensional nature of a full-scale bilat with Vladimir Putin, with the civil war raging in Syria, with North Korea becoming more and more aggressive and determined, and with the cloud, for lack of a better word, of the investigation into potential collusion between President Trump's orbit and the Russian government?
Any other president would use this meeting as an opportunity to put the proverbial finger in the chest of Putin and say, hey, buddy, we have clear differences. Yeah, I'm willing to work with you on some things like countering radical Islamic terrorism, but before we can even talk about working together on some things, we have to talk about some important differences. We do not support what you're doing in Ukraine. We do not support what you're doing to threaten our allies in NATO. We do not support what you're doing to prop up Assad and push us out of the way in Syria. There are a whole host of issues that we're concerned about, and overriding all of those is the fact that you meddled in our most precious institution we have, our own presidential election. Now, is President Trump going to do that? I doubt it. I don't think he's going to walk in there and say,
why not?
I know.
Jeremy Bash, why can't he decide that the strongest, most winnery-ish thing to do would be to say, hey, I'm the best friend you'll ever have in an American president, but not on my watch, whether it helped me or not, and I don't think it did, by the way, but stay out of our democracy. I got this. Why doesn't he associate that with real strength?
He can't bring himself to say that their election meddling was unwelcome, that they better not try it again, because perhaps it was welcome. I think that's sort of the overriding point that people aren't willing to say, which is it's possible that this president understood exactly what happened, and he doesn't think it's a big deal, and he'd be happy to have it again.
All right, Jeremy, with the million-dollar question hanging over this president as we wait for him to descend the steps of Air Force One, an exquisite and extraordinary